Can you really turn your in-game currency into cash for Magic the Gathering Arena? Those of you that have been around the channel for quite a while know I'm an avid Magic the Gathering player. I have cards behind me. I play quite a bit of Arena. Coming up December 4th and 5th, there is a new tournament. But before we get too far into this, I am Cindershadow, and I think with this little bit of a video, I may earn your subscription here today. Do hit the like and subscribe down below, and let me know also in the comments on what you think of today's video. The Arena Open. Now, what is this? This is a tournament that they hold about once a quarter for Magic the Gathering Arena, usually shortly after a new set is released. But this one's special. This one's a little bit different, but there's a few changes that we must discuss with this because the prize has increased, but so has the entry fee for this. So first thing first, the prize changes in structure to the Arena event. The overview here is entry costs and rewards will now consist across formats, so constructed and limited, limited being draft. Entry cost has increased from 2,500 gold or 5,000 gems, up from 22,500 or 4,500 gems for sealed, and 20,000 or 4,000 for constructed. This also isn't mentioning draft. Rewards for day 1 and day 2 have been revised. There's new outlines for that, and day 2 runs up to 8 wins now instead of 7, with a $2,500 reward instead of 2,000. Now, currently there is traditional draft, Crimson Vow, or in-game in Arena, and these are one way you can learn how to do the drafting and how you play the draft very in particular. And you can see on the screen here right now, you have 3 packs, and in a limited environment, namely draft, you get 3 packs that you're going to open. The first pack you're going to open, take a card from it, and then it gets passed to your left or your right, and the next pack goes your opposite way, and then your third pack goes the opposite of the second pack. You're picking 1 card at a time, and you're building what essentially is a 40 card deck, and you can include as many basic lands as possible for these events. Now, there is a big difference here with this particular Arena Open coming up, and it's stuff that everyone needs to know, and mainly because with this Arena Open that's coming out, they are doing 2 of them. One is for best of 1, the other one is for best of 3. The difference of that is you play one-on-one matches, 1 at a time. If you win, you move, it counts as a win towards your total. If you're doing a best of 3, you have the option of sideboarding with your cards in between matches, and you don't switch between best of 1 to best of 3. It is literally best of 3 or best of 1. So you got to pay attention to which event you're going to go into. Both have the exact same buy-in and the exact same amount of wins that you need to get to the cash prizing. Now, best of 3, if you can rely on your skill more than your luck, I would suggest best of 3 because you have sideboard and you can do a lot more in best of 3 and actually come away with the event probably on a higher chance of you winning. However, with best of 3, you now have to spend a hell of a lot more time to get those wins. A best of 3 game consists usually of anywhere from 20 to 40 minute long games. So you're looking at hours of having to play. Now that's time well spent if you have the in-game currency built up. You can also purchase gems in this case and then be able to enter these tournaments. As you can see here on my screen, if you look at the top right corner there, you can see I have 3,500 gold and 15,000 gems. Sorry, 35,000 gems and 1,500 gold. Both of those are more than enough for myself to enter into something like this, so I could go ahead and just pay that. Now, that's the traditional draft route. There is also the premier draft, which I believe is going to be more so what you're going to look at for this. And these are also can be best of 1 and best of 3 events. The traditional is the best of 3, premier is best of 1. So that'll be the 2 differences there. The best way to really practice at draft right now is quick draft, or to hit up the events that they have. Earlier this month, they actually had a free version of the draft. You didn't get to keep the cards. It was a phantom draft. Those are usually the best ways to get practice for these things. There's also websites out there like Draft Sim. Draft Sim is probably one of the better ones. They actually give you a statistical analysis of the cards and give you an idea on what to pick. There's other third-party plugins, which I'm not going to get too far into those, because when I see these third-party plugins, I don't think they're a good tool for myself, but they would be a great tool for the new player. And a lot of people do use them. I just don't see a purpose to them myself, because I'm going to make different choices than what these programs are going to say. And I would rather have a more legitimate way of winning than trying to edge this out there. However, there is cash money on the line here. So if you do put in those third-party plugins, you do have to have certain things set up for Arena in particular. And one of those is on your account, you need the detail logs plugin support checkmark. So you got to do that before you add in any of those third-party plugins that'll give you a little bit more of a benefit down the line. Just by entering this tournament, you do get this nice shiny goblet sleeve. It's actually quite unique and quite nice. But what are the details going on when it comes to the event? It starts on December 4th at 6 a.m. PT time, Pacific time, and then sign up ends at December 5th at 3 a.m. Once again, this doesn't run for 24 hours. Now, that sign up end, that gives you a 3-hour window to complete all your matches. The event end December 5th at 6 a.m. So if you are entering into this quite late into it, you want to be best of one. You don't want to go into best of three, because best of three, the matches can run you 45 minutes easily, and a 3-hour window to win is highly unlikely. You're not going to be able to do that in 3 hours. I can tell you right now. If you ever go and play in a LGS and play in those matches, you usually do three rounds, or you got to win 3 games or 3 matches, and those are best of 3. And in a lot of cases, you're looking at 3 to 4 hours minimum for that event. They normally start at 7 p.m. and then they run until like midnight easily in most of these cases. Sometimes they end around 11, depending on how big the pool is, how many people came, and how long the matches did take. But in a lot of cases, you're not getting out of the store until about midnight, and that's 5 hours right there. And that's to win 3 games. You're not going to do it in 3 hours. So first off, my first thing here is I don't like that there's only a 3-hour shutdown window here. I think they need to give this extended time to be able to do that, so everyone has a fair chance if they sign up at the last minute, if they do the best of 3 version of this event. The best of 1 event, you can do those matches in 6 to 8 minutes, right? Quite easily. Those matches can fly by. You could probably have all 7 of your wins 1 hour to 2 hours ultimately. But best of 3 takes so much more time, and there's so much more of a thought process there. And with this amount of money that's on the line, you don't want to rush that. You want to take your time and do all that. The structure is, for best of 1, you need 7 wins or 3 losses, and then you're out. So if you get 3 losses, you're out, and 7 wins. Oh, the best of 3 here, they have 4 wins or 1 loss. Some other things here that are of note as well, and that is that they are taking pool from all pods. There is shared pods for this, for the Arena Open. If you are not participating in the Arena Open and you are just participating in a draft, they will take your draft pool and pin you up against someone in the Arena Open. There is that possibility for these cross-podding to happen. This is the first time they've done this on the record. I don't know if they've done this in the past. They may have, just to make sure matches are always firing and continuing. If you go into your Premier Draft, which is other players, you need to be against other players. It won't be the quick draft version, but other players, or the traditional draft. You can be put up against someone that is playing in the Arena Open, and vice versa. If you're not taking part in the Arena Open and you're playing in a normal draft, you could ruin someone's day with your deck. FYI. Now, when you get into day 2, if you are not in this time frame, the 6 to 8 a.m. PT time, there you're going to get screwed. And then you have until 5 p.m. PT time, December 5th, to actually finish all your matches and to try and take home that Covenant 8 wins of $2,500. Now, in the old structure, they only went up to 7 wins and you would get $2,000. And in the new structure, it's 2,500 with 8 wins. Once again, this is best of 3. So these matches could take easily up to 45 minutes each. 45 on 8 matches, that's a lot of time. This could take you upwards to 6 hours to complete quite easily. Ultimately, it probably won't take you that long, but there is quite a large detail here. There are people that do take a lot of time when they're deciding. And when this amount of money is on the line, take all the time you need. Take every second, because every second counts in these match. There is a few other changes here, and that's on the prize structure. Your best of 1 with the prize structure, you don't win anything up to 4 wins now. Best of 3, you do win right out of the gate. You can earn 1,000 gems right out of the gate. It is, though, however, 5,000 gems to enter into this. So 1,000 gems right out of the gate, that's fine. The new version for best of 3 is 2 wins, 3,000 gems. 3 wins, you get 5,000 gems. So you do get that payoff pretty quick, but the best of 1, you don't get a payoff until you reach day 2. You get your gems back on day 2. So if you make day 2, you're doing well. You get that 5,000 gem reward. 1 or 2 games on day 2, you still only get 5,000 gems. You do 3 wins, it's 7,500. 4 wins is 10,000 gems. 5 wins, 25,000 gems. That's quite a bit. That's 5 entries into this. And then at 6 wins, you get $1,000 cash. 7 wins, you get $2,000 cash. And 8 wins, you get $2,500 cash. If you've got the money, this is an opportune way. If you've got the gems or gold saved up in game, this is another tool or another way to turn this into something. And ultimately, it's up to you. If you think you can do that draft, if you have the skills, if you have the guts and the glory, it's sitting there waiting for you. It's on December 4th to the 5th. You've got to be majority of age to actually win the cash prize. So that all said, good luck, and I hope you guys do find some value in this video from that. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and let me know down below, did this help? Was this helpful? Did I cover enough of the details for you? If not, let me know down below. Like, dislike, do whatever you will, but just hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I am your proud Canadian Phoenix signing off. Have yourselves a great day.